Good morning, party people. I was like not barely paying attention to the clock was starting down because I just happened to see something on carsandbids.com that I'm like, oh my God, that's the holy grail. Somebody has a 2003 Audi RS6 Avant for sale up in Canada, and I'm like, oh, I want that bad. It was imported from Japan, so it's kind of interesting. Howdy from Russia. Howdy, got Ernesto in from Mexico City, all kinds of folks that I recognize this morning. Now today, I'm doing what they call working with the garage door open. I love that phrase. It's just so fun. Working with the garage door open. Howdy Scotland. Howdy Ganesh. So I'm going to be working on the first responder kit. Right now, our Black Friday sale is going absolutely like crazy. And so during this time, usually Erica and I are just doing support full stream as fast as we possibly can, with so many people asking questions about how the sale works, how do you buy from companies, how do you pay with different kinds of credit cards, all kinds of stuff. It's really funny. Erica will sit down and she'll sit at the computer answering emails full stream for like 4 or 5 hours straight, and then get up, go to the bathroom, grab something to eat, and then sit back down again and do the exact same thing. So we end up doing that kind of frantic support rush. So I don't have anything on my calendar through, it's like, I think I have one client call on Tuesday maybe, but otherwise I don't have anything going on through the next week or so because we work frantically on Black Friday. But I opened up the first responder kit repo this morning because I was working with a client yesterday, and I was like, oh, there's a couple things I need to tweak in the first responder kit. And oh my God, y'all already had like 9 pull requests open for the first responder kit. And I'm like, oh man, I got to go work on those and go catch up before. I never want to let pull requests sit open for too long, because then if scripts get out of sync, it becomes a kind of a pain in the rear to merge them together. So today you get to spy in on the life of an open source maintainer, where I'll be looking at pull requests initially for probably the first, who knows, if they're easy to do, I may be done with those in half an hour. And then I may be able to get to coding, doing live coding in the first responder kit and tweaking a couple things online, like writing scripts for them. So we'll see how it works. First, I'm going to show you the Audi that I happened to see. Oh my gosh, this thing. So this went on Cars and Bids just, I guess, yesterday. Audi RS6 Avant. I used to have this exact same car, but the sedan version instead of the wagon. This is like the holy grail for me. This is fantastic. Big honking giant engine, has a bigger engine than my Porsche. Just wonderful. They were the fastest cars in the world when they came out, the fastest sedans and wagons in the world when they came out, coming up on 20 years ago. Love these things. They're just stealthy as all hell. But it's up in Edmonton, Canada. Yeah, Edmonton, Canada, which makes it a little tricky. Hey, good morning, Richie. But oh, what a beautiful, that's the same color that mine was. That is just phenomenal. So that's exactly what I'll be looking at after the stream finishes in here today. So we got a few pull requests. Oh, for those of you who don't know, so the first responder kit, if you Google for first responder kit SQL Server, there's a GitHub repo where SP Blitz, SP Blitz First, Blitz Cache, all those kinds of things live. And people can create issues and submit their own code. So the way that this thing really catches fire is that it goes through and gets all kinds of pull requests from people all over the world working on improvements of them. Well, I've already merged one this morning, but now if I go through these, I'm going to try to go through the ones people submitted the longest ago and then continue to work my way up. So 9 days ago, let's see here. Let's look at this and see what it is. Now, when I look at somebody's pull request, the first thing that I want to do is I want to go make sure that they actually created an issue for it. I want to see that they created an issue and had like a dialogue between other people to make sure that they discussed the improvement that they wanted to make. And it doesn't look like they did here. So it says, I was not getting any column store visualization, steps to reproduce. Okay. Oh, I actually know about this issue. In SP Blitz index, we have a column store visualizer where you can see what the column store index looks like, breaking it down into row groups and segments. And I remember hitting this where column store indexes, because Zishan says, what's the benefit of having a fast car when you can't drive above a certain limit? You never speed. Oh, that's interesting. I see. Other people do. So there are all kinds of places in the United States. I'm not sure, Zishan, where you live, but in the United States, there are all kinds of places where you can go. You can even rent tracks. You can go get on tracks for a day. There are places out in different parts of the country that have much looser speed limits and even stretches of road where they don't do any enforcement whatsoever. So it's actually kind of fun. I think the fastest we've ever taken Helmet to is 140 miles an hour. That's our top so far. Supposedly he goes to 186, but I haven't quite been there yet. So in here, I know what this issue is, and I love that they have a little repro table or repro script. I'm going to do my own repro just to show y'all. So I have brentozar.com go column fund. If I go to my Fundamentals of Column Store class, I actually have a script to create a column store index on the users table. So first I'm going to show you how the visualization piece works. Let's go create this little fella. And then I will load it, and I'm just going to put, by default I put like 9 million rows into the users table just to make it well, yeah, sure, I'll do the whole thing because it'll help with the visualizations. So let's load this big fella up and then run sp-blitz index. Table name equals users column store. So with column store indexes, people often think of them as an index on every column. And that's kind of sort of true, but also not really. It's actually a lot of really small indexes on each column. And SQL Server has to do a whole lot of index seeks, combining the data together that it needs from all these little bitty different individual indexes. It really helps open people's eyes when they see the visualization over an sp-blitz index to understand how many different places that SQL Server has to look in order to find the data. So that went and did its thing. Now let's go visualize it. So with sp-blitz index, usually up at the top, Mossy Moss, good to see you. Up at the top, it has the existing indexes on the table, the columns on the table. The thing that this issue is referring to is down here. We have this visualizer that shows you all of the row groups in a column store index and then all the segments. So for example, this row group right here has rows with IDs -1 to 856,000. This one has about the next 700,000 rows and so forth. So, oh, Amir, good to see you on the streams. Amir's one of my live class season pass subscribers. So in here, this works beautifully. I really like it a lot. But what this ticket says is, if you create an index, good to see you. If you create an index or a table in a different schema, this doesn't show up. So let's try that. Let's go create a schema. Create schema. I don't know if this is all you have to do in order to create a schema. Let's go find out. Test. Oh yeah, love it when that just works. Now I got to go create it, create the table, and populate it. And then let's go do all of that and execute. They're all nice streamers brand. They're all nice streamers brand. So now when I call sp-blitz index, I'm going to have to call it with schema name too. Tanya, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Schema name equals test. Table name equals use and column store. So what this issue says is, when I do this, when I run the same process on a non-DBO schema, that I'm not going to see that visualization. And I know it's true because I ran into the same issue. I don't know that I have the latest sp-blitz index. That's my mom there. Mom says to her favorite son. I'm also her only son that we know about. She's going to get angry with me for saying that. So we'll say schema name equals test, users column store. Oh, it actually works. Well, does it work, or is it working because there's a DBO table named column store? Let's drop that DBO table. Drop table DBO users column store. I bet that's what that is. Now let's run this again. And perfect. This is the issue that this thing is talking about here. There's no visualization for this object, when in reality there really is. So let's see what they did in order to fix it. So one of the things I just love about GitHub is that it makes it really easy to see what this person changed. So I can click on files changed, and I should get the person's name, Ali Hacks. That's such a cool, is that a kebab? That's awesome. That's really cool. Plus he has a red hat. Who doesn't love red hats and red shirts? So let's go see what files changed says, and we can see what he changed. Over on the left-hand side, I'll just scroll down a little. On the left-hand side, you see the original version of the script, or the version of the script as it exists in GitHub in the dev branch. On the right-hand side, you see the changes that they made, and it's color-coded, makes it really easy to see what they did. So let's see here. He took off object ID, Muppet. No, unfortunately, the UK's already enacted its same law that's the same as GDPR. So then let's see here. So where object ID? So he's joining to database names. Why did he add that? Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's actually good. Index columns. That fixes another bug. Where object ID equals, very nice. Well, where the hell's he getting object ID? It must be set earlier in the script. That's kind of fantastic. Execute, that's very nice. Damn, I like this. That's a good set of fixes. I love this. This looks really good. So I like to try and approve or do code reviews. I don't know why. For me, it's roughly the same as doing a pull request, but GitHub kind of encourages you to do code reviews and leave notes in here that you actually did a code review. So I'm going to put in here, looks great. I'll scroll down a little further so you can see me typing. Looks great. Thanks for the pull request. Merging for... no, I'm not. I just really like Moose Jaw. I did grow up in West Michigan, but don't really consider myself like from Detroit or anything like that. I was on the other side of the mitten, as they say. But I do like Detroit. I just don't get up there very often. But I love Moose Jaw. Moose Jaw is fantastic. They inspire me from like a company marketing perspective. Anytime you buy stuff from them, they're just absolutely incredible. Orbit, you're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for the pull request. Merging into the dev branch will be in the December release with credit to you in the release notes. Okay, now see, here's the deal. If I was really good, if I was really diligent, what I would do is I would take Ali's code and I would run it separately on my SQL server to make sure that it has the intended results. And I would do this before I merge the code into the dev branch. The thing is, I have a really high confidence that this code does what it advertises that it'll do. Plus, even if it doesn't, it gets me so close that I would want to use it anyway, because it's going to fix a couple of other things. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to say approve. Make sure I copied that out. Submit my review. And I love GitHub takes you right back to the issue, so I can paste that thing in again. Comment. I'm going to merge his pull request. Then I'm going to go up to the little attributes over here, and I'm going to assign Ali so that people kind of know that he was the one who did the work. There's Ali. This is a bug in SP Blitz Index, and it is going into the December milestone. So there we go. Oh, Super Cyberall. I'll answer that in a second. Right after I merge this and test it, I'll talk about that. And now look, it says up top, no questions today, but Super Cyberall and I have a very special relationship. That's not true. I don't know Super Cyberall's real name. So we merged that code. I don't think that there was an issue for that. Let's go. What I also have to do is I have to update the release notes. So I keep the release notes for the first responder kit over on my blog with the list of changes. So fix column, oops, zoom in a little so y'all can see it. Column store visualization only worked on tables in the DBO schema. Now let's see what that number was. That was 2683. Thanks, Ali Hacks. Whoops. Hacks. Simonot, that's cool. I appreciate it. Pretend like Simonot, I have that same hobby. I also pretend that I understand SQL Server. Surly Dev, good to see you, Surly Dev. Let's copy that out of there and paste in Ollie Hawks. And there we go. So there we've updated our release notes. So we've merged Ollie's changes in there. Now I got to actually go test them. So let's, Ollie, oh, hey, nice job. Also really nice icon or avatar there with the kebab. That was absolutely fantastic. So let's pull the origin, go get the latest version of the first responder kit changes. Then let's go in and, where is that little fella? That is in C temp first responder kit. SP Blitz Index. Super Cyberall, do I remember you from past doing book signing with Eric? That line was fairly short, wasn't it? Oh my gosh, that was unreal. Like, that was the last book signing that I've done, and I would love to do that again at a conference because that was so insane. I could not believe that the line was that long for that. That was just incredible. So let's go put this into master and let's see if it works. So now I'm going to rerun the exact same code and see if we get the visualizations. And we do! Yes! We get the visualizations down at the bottom, so that perfectly achieves the desired result. So now I think that Ali's fix also fixes something else, because the existing version of SP Blitz Index was broken on non-clustered column store indexes that were only on specific columns. Allow me to explain. So what I'll do is I will say create non-clustered column store index on DBO users. We'll say reputation, upvotes. Oh, Amir. Oh, thank you. Let's go fix that. Every now and then the Stream Deck's audio dies. Switch that real quick. And then there we go. Perfect. So reputation, upvotes, downvotes. Let's see if that works. Then I'm going to say SP Blitz Index table name equals users, and let's see if we get the visualization there. And we do, and it's got the correct column names, Ollie Hawks. Like, I've used every one of those presentations in the last like 90 seconds. I've used, I think, every one of them. I like Ellie Hacks. That's good. That's fantastic. So Ali, I have to really totally give you props for catching the index columns thing. That is absolutely beautiful as well. So I might have a bug in there. I might have an existing bug in there for that other index or for that other issue. There we go. That's it right there. So it's this guy right here. This is also fixed by Ali's. Oh, look, you even put a note in there. Oh, that's right. You put a note in there on that one too. Very nice. I love it when you... I think you might be in my live class season pass too, come to think of it, because I think you caught that during one of my classes. That was very good. Perfect. Excellent job. Thank you. So we can close that one, and then let's copy that into the release notes as well. So fix non-clustered column store visualization didn't report the correct columns. 26, was that 2684? 2684. Thanks, and then we'll copy paste that over. Paste and copy. And paste. That's so much of my life is copying and pasting. And there we go, and that is it. So nicely done there. I appreciate that. So now I'll stop for a second and talk about, so Super Cyberall asked how the preparations for Iceland are coming. So with Iceland, the way that this works, it's really hard to get I keep wanting to call it a visa because that's what the rest of the world calls it, but a residence permit. So if you want to get a residence permit for working, you have to get a job over there first. You have to get an employer to sign off that they're going to hire you. So I got that all lined up. I'm really excited about the company that I'm going to work for because it's a cool, interesting, different kind of company. I guarantee you've never heard of it, and it's I think something that a lot of other people will be interested in too, just because it's a neat. I love the whole company and what they do. So I've got that all lined up. Then I have to submit had to submit a bunch of paperwork to the Icelandic government. Then they went through and reviewed the paperwork, and I had to add to an additional form, and we had to FedEx that over because it had to have the actual physical signature on it. I couldn't just do an electronic signature. Wayne says, when can you tell us what it is? I want to hold off until I actually get there, until I actually show up for work, and then I'll either talk people through it but I want to make sure that it's actually there. Surly Deb says, are you working for them as a token gesture and still doing your consulting stuff? I'm not going to do consulting when I'm over there. I'm actually only going to do training. We're going to try to ease off on consulting for a while on new clients. I'll still work for my existing clients, but I don't think I'm going to take in any new clients for a while just because we're going to try and do as much sightseeing and traveling around as we possibly can when we're over in Iceland. We're going to try and take advantage of that. And streaming too. I'll still continue to stream as well. Hey, DBA, good to see you. So right now, I think all my, it would be really hard to find that on Twitch, wouldn't it? Be really difficult to do something called like Google. Can we guess the company? I guarantee you've never heard of it. I guarantee you've never heard of it. But it's not full time. It's just only kind of cycling in and out. So the paperwork's done. Now we're waiting on the Icelandic government to approve it. They have at least reviewed and said that I have all the necessary paperwork. And both Erica and I are going through the residence permit process. The cool part is there's so many cool parts. It's friggin' Iceland. We're moving to Iceland. That's absolutely insane. I don't know what that is, but I don't think that's that. I don't even know what that is. Everything over in Iceland is pronounced and spelled really cool. Oh, well, if you look at my TikTok stream, either my TikTok or more my Instagram, I have a ton of photos from Iceland, videos and photos from our last trips, because we've been over there twice, a couple of times. We're waiting on them to approve it. Then the instant that they approve it, the cool part is that we can go over to Iceland immediately. So we're no, it's not crypto mining related, but I love that too, just because it makes so much sense in Iceland. If you search for Brent Ozar TikTok, it's fairly easy to find. Thankfully, I've got one of those names that not a lot of people have. So the instant that they approve us, we're like looking, I've got a bunch of holes in my calendar so that depending on when they approve us, we may be able to shoot right over there. The hard part is actually coordinating the move. Like we have to get all our household goods and our car shipped over there. So, all right. So rally driver, that would be absolutely incredible. So that brings us up to speed with where we're at on yes, oh geez. So I don't know how many of y'all also have AWS or host production stuff in AWS. Richie and I host all of our production stuff up in Amazon Web Services. So Paste the Plan, SQL Constant Care, anything that we do up there is all in AWS. It's not that they're better than Azure or anything like that. We just got started a long time ago, and AWS made sense for us then. It's wonderful. We love it. Richie and I were even kicking around writing about why we don't use SQL Server for anything that we built. We're up to building 4 production services now, none of which use SQL Server at all. It all uses stuff like DynamoDB, Aurora, etc. Asking for a friend. So it's a lot of fun. I like it. It has pros and cons, but like when the system goes down, he and I don't have to do anything as much. It's usually just AWS having a blip, and we don't really have to jump in. So. All right, so there was one pull request. Let's go back over and see what the next one is. Go see what's going on over there. Let's see what the next pull request is and come over here. Let's see here. Eric Darling has one that was opened 5 days ago called Having Mercy. God bless him. He's got a great sense of humor, but I can never understand what it is that he's trying to fix. All right, has a having clause to prevent zero count rows from being inserted. What is the pull record? What's the issue? Zero parallel deadlocks. Okay, that I can see as being a problem. So let's assign Eric to it. We'll call it a bug. And we'll say, whoops, call it a bug, and it's in SP Blitzlock. SP Blitzlock is one of the ones that I just frankly don't understand anything about the code. Like, I haven't even bothered going in and looking in to see how the thing works. So I just kind of take him at his word. I'm going to assign Eric Darling. I'm also working on getting him and Aid DBA permissions so that they can just merge their own stuff as they find. The thing is, though, he's just heard that so many times. That's the tough part. He has actually heard that so many times. Okay, that looks pretty simple. Just having count distinct greater than 0. All right, I'll thank you. Good night. That's good. That's good. All right. Looks good. Looks goodo. Looks good. Thanks for the pull request. Will be in the December release with credit to you in the release notes. Also, Surly Dev says hi. All right, approve. And you know what else? What makes me think about this early dev? What makes me think about the Hello Darling thing? Rob Farley used to do that to him every single time that Eric met him, and I think that Rob knew it was pissing Eric off, and he still kept doing it, which was kind of funny. Welcome to the club, Arsene. So there we go. So that one's merged. Let's go. I'm going to put that in here, and then I need to mention that in the release notes. So let's go see SP Blitzlock changes. Fix. No longer reports 0 parallel deadlocks. And then 2682. There we go. So 2682. Wayne, you can just SQL files are text files. Yeah, SQL files are just totally text files. Thanks, Eric Darling. And then paste this in, paste, and let's go get his profile link and copy that in. Thanks, Eric Darling. There we go. Paste that in. Who also, I was going to say, who also has a fruit. Oh, I'd shout out for the name. Oh my God, I used to love Penny Arcade. I haven't read them in a while, but I loved that comic, the fruit thing that you and I know. Why WordPress? Because I've been using it for 18 years. Matt Mullenweg and I used to be in the same user group. I knew Matt Mullenweg back before he was Matt Mullenweg. So it works really well. Plus, of course, I run WooCommerce through there, so we sell about $1.5 million a year through WooCommerce. So you can't do that with GitHub pages. All right, next up, stinking batches, Eric says. Let's see what we got here. Correctly identifies batch mode parallel deadlocks. I have no earthly idea how this works. Like, I have no idea what he's doing. This is all witchcraft to me. So I am just going to totally thankfully just take him at his word. I'm going to assume that it works. I'm not even going to review it. I'm just going to inside him. Yeah, exactly. I used to be on MT back before WordPress. You're also old, I see. Let's see. This is I'm going to say it's a bug on SP Blitzlock. I don't actually know if it's a bug or a enhancement. I'm just going to put that in there and say, whoops, thanks for the pull request. I'm going to take you at your word because this is all witchcraft, and you know how our readers feel about sorcery. So true story. I'll have to tell you all this so you get the inside joke. So true story, Eric Darling wrote a post at one point, a blog post when he was working for me on brandozar.com, and he wrote a blog post that said something along the lines of witchcraft or sorcery, and we had someone reply back in and say, I can't believe that you would use terms like witchcraft or sorcery. That offends me as a Christian, and I am unsubscribing for your blog. And I'm like, is your life really that fragile? Is your life really that fragile that the term witchcraft freaks you out? Because it's freaking everywhere. I mean, it's like all over in movies and stuff. No, I didn't make them myself. I had a graphics person make them for me off of, I want to say like Fiverr. I mean, it was pretty cheap. It was like $200. Okay, so let's come back over here. So which we feel about sorcery. Let's comment on that one. Merge the pull request and confirm. And then let's go to 2686, and we'll assign him over here, Eric Darling, put labels on there for, it is, I don't call it enhancements. We'll just call it enhancement. I think I called the other one bug, whatever, split the difference. December release. And put that in there, comment, and let's give him credit on that for the release notes. We'll call this an enhancement, or I think I call them usually improvements. Shoot. Improvement. Oh, it's not in SP Blitz Index anyway. It's SP Blitz Lock. Improvement, better identification of... What do you call it? Better identification of batch mode parallel deadlocks. Batch mode parallel deadlocks. What number are we on? 2686. And then we'll go thanks Eric Darling here in a second. Paste. And then copy the thanks Eric Darling, because I always want to give shout outs to the people who are doing this heroic work, and save the draft. Okay, so there's that one. We're chugging right along. Okay, now I'm down to 4. I got 4, and 3 of them are in SP Blitz Lock, which should be fairly quick because I don't actually understand how they work. So this one, I'm going to go look over at the issue because Merlin hasn't, thanks, Jan. Merlin has not contributed to the pull request before, or had not contributed to a pull request here before. So Eric had reviewed it. Looks like Eric's fine with it. Eric gave a thumbs up there, and it says, totally up to you. I'm fine either way. Coder Dodo, welcome to the club. Let's see what he changed, what Merlin changed over here. So he's doing, looks like the old thing just took this event date, and now he's using time zone offset. Oh, mortal enemy. You know what's really funny is I bet that this is what encouraged Eric to write the blog post about time zone offset. If you haven't subscribed to ericdarlingdata.com, Eric Darling Data, I would totally recommend that. So ericdarlingdata.com. Be careful where you use @timezone. So I'm wondering if that this pull request might have been the thing that triggered him to do that blog post. So let's see here. So it looks like this is okay. I'm going to accept the pull request. And I'm not actually even going to test this. Oh, that's right. He has a Twitch stream. He hasn't streamed in a while. That would be kind of cool. So let's see here. We'll say thanks for the pull request. Merged into the dev branch, and merge into the dev branch. And Ringazine, could you be more? Could y'all be more vague about what link? I have no idea what link you're talking about. Could be a chain link in your fence. I have no idea what you're talking. Merged into the dev branch. It's Eric with a K. Eric with a K. So I thought having it up on screen would be enough for people, but I forgot that y'all can't read. Merged into the dev branch and will be in the... He deleted his Twitch stream? Oh, he renamed it. Oh, wow. Oh, holy smokes. I hope I'm still subscribed. Let's go see. I'm going to pull up my browser, my local browser. Oh, that Audi RS6. Oh my God, I gotta sign in just because we're there. That is just so amazeballs. Golly, I want that thing. I would seriously, if my wife wasn't, so my wife pays attention to our credit cards now because she knows that I used for a while I would place bids on like bring a trailer, and she was like, you have to stop doing that because I want a car and we had to like not immediately turn around and sell it, but so she's like, no, you can't have that. So I totally got to watch that auction. I will explain that to her because that I will. Oh, that's just baller. So that's that one. What was it? What Twitch.tv darling data? Let's see if that's it. Make sure that I'm still subscribed. And oh, he has subscribe on. Tier 1 subscription? Oh, I'm totally subscribing to that. First sub, first month. Let's do my free subscription there for Prime. All right, there we go. Shout out to Eric there because he does really good work. Like I really love his blog posts are absolutely fantastic. All right, so let's come back in over here and we'll say thanks for the pull request. We'll be in the December release with credit to you. OnlyFans, I would totally watch his OnlyFans. I joke with his wife's on Instagram, and I joke all the time whenever she posts a picture of him. I'm like, he's hot. In the release notes, so comment, and then we'll take his pull request. And I'm not going to approve the code because I don't feel like I just unfollowed by accident. Did I really? Twitch. Not over there. I don't want to see that because that's just me, darling data. So let's see here. We have. Oh, I did unfollow. Man, that's a janky user interface. I want that. Okay, cool. All right, so there's that. And then let's come back over here. Thank y'all for alerting me too, because he would have been like, "What the hell did Brent unfollow me for? What have I done to you? Wait, why am I in Windows? I'm not in Windows. That's no. I have this is over on the Mac. It's over on the Mac. It's okay. It's all right. Deep calming breaths. So this is, I'll assign this to Merlin and we'll say this is I don't know if it's a bug or an enhancement. I'm just going to throw it under SP Blitzlock, put it under the December milestone, and merge a pull request, paste the comment in there, paste the thing in there. And then Bo says a professional goal for me is to contribute to the first responder kit. It's a kind of amazing when just as a maintainer, when I see other people opening up our code and then reading it and contributing is just jaw-dropping because this code it's not hard, it's not intimidating, but it's embarrassing to have other people look at your code. It's just kind of weird. So we got that in, that's merged in, and then let's go give Merlin credit in the release notes. So this to see SP Blitzlock time conversion, let's just note it as you have, Richie. Oh, that's funny. I'm kind of surprised. So we'll say fix corrected time zone conversion issues number 2686, I think it was. I already forgot. 2674. 2674. Thanks, Merlin. Now, did you actually drop table employees? How did you do that? I have so many questions. How did you actually do that? I have questions about that because I don't think that's supposed to work. Copy and then thanks, Merlin Bruno. And then here we go here, paste that in, and that is saved as well. Welcome to the club, Sandeep. All right, so now that was Merlin's thing there. Let's go back over to pull requests. Now we're down to 3. He says, oh, not myself. Oh, okay, yeah. Because right now, the official answer from Microsoft... The official answer from Microsoft is that SQL Server isn't supported on ARM processors. Azure SQLDB Edge is, which I don't want to screw around with that. Marjan says, good to see you, Marjan. Hey, Brent, am I overly confident in that I think my code is perfect, or are you super modest? You're probably overly confident. When you publish it out on a blog post or a GitHub repository and people start picking it apart, Damn. I mean, like, I published a blog post yesterday and again the day before that. I think there were 20 comments on the blog post picking my code to crap. And I say right at the beginning of the blog post, I'm like, look, this is just a proof of concept. I'm just teaching you the basic ideas behind what we're doing here. This isn't production. Is that my real room? Yes, that is my real room. You can the focus will change as I step outside of there. This is just a proof of concept code. It's just showing you a rough idea of what I mean. You should use try catch. It's not gonna be. There are all kinds of just like some people. It's just never good enough. It's unbelievable. CGI, yes. So okay, so we're now down to 3 pull requests, making progress. This is the life of an open source maintainer. So next up, Merlin says a filter includes non-index locks. Let's go look at his other. Did Eric put any notes on that? It did not. Welcome to the club, Mohammed. You can subscribe if you want notifications whenever I show up in. Richie, I'm with you. I don't use try catch, and I feel guilty every time. I totally should. I don't check and catch for deadlock errors. You know, there are just so many things that I don't do. It's tough. Let's see here. Add-ons check to summary filter that only shows index locks. What are you doing here? Do or do not. There's only no. That's pretty good. What on earth is he doing? Filter includes non-index locks. Oh, I do know what that is. That's actually good. Nice catch. As in try catch. Nice catch. Merged into the dev branch. Merged. Damn. The dev branch will be in the December release with credit to you in the release notes. There's going to be a day when I set up a keyboard macro for that. It is not today. Approve. And then let's go merge it. And then let's go put this in over here. Comment. It's rare that I actually do understand when something is being done in SP Blitz Lock, so that's kind of neat how that works. Yes, it's a Stream Deck. It's an Elgato Stream Deck, yeah. So we'll assign this to Merlin. This was a bug in SP Blitz Lock. This is in the December release. And then let's go hit the issue. We will give Merlin credit over there as well. Come in over here. I don't have cricket sounds, and that's funny that you mentioned that. I want that, so that's kind of neat. Cool, Mohammed. Very cool. Now let's see here. We've got that all done. We'll do that. And then now I have to paste that in. Close with comment. And then let's go put that into the release notes. Ooh. Damn, I just lost the tab. I wanted that tab. Let's go into there. And then let's go into posts. And then let's go into that. And then come in over here. And this was an SP Blitz Lock. So this is a fix, filter out non-index, filter out incorrect results. From the summary number. What number is this little fella? He was 2676. 2676. And then I'll copy paste the thanks Merlin Bruno. Copy and paste. Get that all set there. There we go. We are coming down the home stretch here. We are coming down the home stretch. We have 2 now. Ali again. Ali, SP Blitz Lock results in excessive memory grant. All right. I think Eric, you said Eric talked on this one. I get email notifications whenever anything happens in the repo, so I saw that you and Eric were talking. So that's good. Do you want to make the pull request? Okay, good. I don't think he uses them. Okay, cool. All right, so there we go. So this is going to be, let's go see what was changed and see deadlock count. Holy moly. Top, there's a top there. Set deadlock count equals row count. All right, I don't know if this actually works. I'm going to go ahead and take it. And then what I'm going to do is, you'll notice that I haven't done any testing here in accepting a few of these pull requests. What I'm going to do, this is such totally bad form, but what I'm going to do is accept several of them in for SP Blitzlock, because I don't really micromanage the code anyway. Then we're going to go create some deadlocks and then go try SP Blitzlock and make sure all hell doesn't break loose. I'm not going to test parallel deadlocks just because I don't have a quick, easy way. Eric has a way to reproduce those. I remember seeing one on his blog one time. I don't know that I'm going to do that today, though. So I have no idea, I'll always be honest, what this does, but it doesn't set off any alarm bells. Any alarm bells. 1, 2, 3 pull requests. I love the count. He's awesome. This doesn't send off any alarm bells, so merging. Thanks for the pull request, Tempest Slovakia. Welcome. And welcome there to the club there, Raina. Thanks for the pull request. Merged into the dev branch. Will be in the December release with credit to you in the release notes. Mohammed, we're not doing questions today. If you look up top, it says no open questions today. I'm just letting y'all watch me work. So copy and approve and submit. And then Hassan, welcome to the club. Merge this pull request, confirm. And then let's go over to the issue. Oh, I didn't put the, I didn't assign Merlin or Ali on that one. Let's do this. Bug, SP Blitzlock. Lanes, what does it say up at the top of the screen? And then sometimes I have to do a little encouragement for people who only know how to type. They don't know how to read. And then paste that in over here, comment, and then close down at the bottom. Lands, no, but what I can do is I can block you so that your questions don't pop up again here on the screen. So that's kind of cool. So then that's done. I'm kind of rough on people. Sarath, welcome to the club. So let's see here. That got us. Now let's see the new working from home. It's true. Good to see you, John. Now let's say up top. So this is SP Blitz. We'll say fix, reduce memory grant requirements. Number, what was the number on this? 2691. 2691. And we'll copy paste the thanks Ali from the other issue over here. Copy. Lee's been on fire here today. And then paste that in over there. All right, there we go. Now I think I'm down to 1 or Vaughn. So 1 pull request. Damn it. Opened 1 minute ago by Mikey Bronowski. Dang it. People are outpacing me. Welcome to the club, Super Jared. Super Jared sounds kind of awesome. I know, right, Amir? Like, it's like before I would say it repeatedly during the stream and people still didn't like hear me. So I'm like, maybe I'll just put it up right there. Then I thought about putting it right here in front of me or like in front of my mouth, maybe blink it with an HTML tag. Who knows? Welcome to the tag, Joy, or to the club, Joy. Oh, all kinds of people coming in here. Yarlagata, welcome to the club. So this one, despite the weird name, so the name on this one is a little weird on the pull request, but this is fantastic. This was a really good catch. SP Blitz Index has a parameter where you can pass in a list of databases that you don't want to check. I love it. And so somebody said they're going to pass in a list of databases they want to ignore, but then if you have more than 50 databases on the server, we say, sorry, stop, you've got to pass in this bring the pain parameter. Well, this person had over 50 databases, but they passed in a list of databases to ignore, and we still said, sorry, stop, you have more than 50 databases, you're going to have to use bring the pain. So I'm like, dang, I said, that's amazing. I'm really impressed that you even found this issue. That's pretty cool. And then I took a quick look at the pull request when they put it in, and it looked good. I'm going to go look at it now in a little bit more detail. Oh, damn, you know what I forgot? Is we need to test SP Blitzlock real quick. Let's go do that. So to do it, I'm going to pull the origin from the current branch of the first responder kit. Then let's go open SP Blitzlock. Let's close all our documents. And then we'll go open SP Blitzlock. And I'm going to put it into the master database and execute. Then first, let's just go try it. I have no idea if I have deadlocks inside my, hey, welcome to the club, Shabazz. I don't have any deadlocks, it turns out, in my default trace or my system health extended events session. So I'm going to have to go make a deadlock. I have a blog post on that, of course, because that's what I do. Create deadlock, Brent Ozar. So how to create deadlocks and troubleshoot them. So I can copy the code right out of there. Dang, that guy's so much younger. That's back from Chicago when I had a Chicago apartment where, so right now behind me, I have a chroma key green screen. You can kind of see it when, if I switch cameras and I go over here, see the green screen behind me? Well, that's so that I can disappear in front of, when I go to this camera, the background disappears. So it works beautifully, the chroma key green thing. It's roll-upable. Watch this. So I can roll it up. Ta-da! Now you see the background that's actually behind me. That's a drawing by Michael J. Swart. That's a Sass Christian painting. So I can take this back down. So this works really well. You can do this with multiple colors. You can do it with green. You can do it with blue. All my immersion. You can do it with all kinds of colors. Well, this one, I used to have a blue wall behind me because chroma key blue looks a lot better. Like if you're going to leave it around the house. Well, Erica had that painted. That's where your hand goes when it leaves the screen. That's where Erica had it painted, but it was the wrong color, and we could never get it to disappear from behind. So, damn it, that was just ridiculous. So anyway, so old video, and at some point I should probably replace that. Let's copy paste out the scripts that we need in order to go create a deadlock, and then I'll walk y'all through that as long as we're here. Copy this over here. Hell, we could actually go redo that demo now. We could go redo that video right now. So let's see here. We'll switch into the Stack Overflow database. Over here, I'm going to switch into the Stack Overflow database. And now, oh, we won't do it because I got the Black Friday thing behind behind the curtain. That's true. Okay, so let's go create a deadlock. Execute, 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 and then execute within 5 seconds. Boom, I got a deadlock. Great. I'm going to do it again just so that I make sure that I have at least a couple of deadlocks. Execute, execute, execute. And within 5 seconds, we'll get a deadlock. There we go. And commit. Now let's go over and take a look at SP Blitzlock and see if it returns results. This is normal. The system default extended events, system health extended event session seems like it takes some time in order to flush out to disk. So what I'm going to do is while that runs, only if you subscribe. I will if you subscribe. Like Dante here. Shout out to Dante. Welcome to the club. Then let's do begin tran, update, update. And there we go, commit. We'll try one more, begin tran, update, update, and go you, and we'll see if we've got one by now. All right, there we go. So now we have a deadlock. Now I can actually show the stuff. Okay, beautiful. So the way that SP Blitzlock works is down here is like a business intelligence slice and dice user interface that gives you a summary of the things that have been involved in your deadlocks. So at first glance, this looks right. At first glance, everything in here looks legit, and I'm happy with it. So I'll leave that just the way it is. As far as I'm concerned, this script is working. Love it. Ship it. So close, and then close you. All right, let's come back over to the list of pull requests, and we'll go tackle the next one. So this next one was from Krishnan. I love it. Let's see here. Beautiful. He says, in here, set the number of databases equals the number of databases from our temp table with the list of databases, but join over to ignore databases, the list of databases that we would ignore. Welcome to the club, Raja. Where the database isn't in the list of ignored databases. Great, I love it. That works spectacular. Approve these changes. Great catch. Thanks for the pull request merging into the dev branch. Will be in the December release with credit to you in the release notes. Copy, approve, submit. And then I am going to rename this. I'm going to change the name of the pull request. Hi, Ganesh. Welcome to the club. So let's see here. SP Blitz Index. Exclude, ignore databases when counting number of databases. Hi, Duke. Duke Nyen. Save. And then this will be for S. Krishnan. There we go. And then I'm going to call that a bug. SP Blitz Index, and this goes into the December release. Welcome to the club, Maropang. And then let's merge the pull request and confirm. And then paste that in, comment. And now let's go back over to that issue and make sure that S. Krishnan gets the credit on that little fella. So that is in December. And then come down here. Matthias, welcome to the club. Man, y'all are just on fire today. And comment on that. Then let's copy this into the release notes. So under SP Blitz Index, fix, if you pass in databases in to be ignored, they weren't counting, they were still counting against the 50 database limit before we made you pass in bring the pain. Welcome to the club, Simu. Number 20, my memory's so bad on numbers, 2693. 2693, thanks, and then we'll thank S. Krishnan. Let's see if we get the number, his full name off of there. S. Krishnan 31. S. Krishnan 31. And then paste that in. And I was supposed to be done at this point, but we still have one new pull request that came in, so we'll have to go take a look at that one. So we'll save that draft. Come back over here. Michael, I don't know. I was actually wondering about that before I started the stream, too. I was really wondering how that worked. Yeah, Ashish, you don't have permissions to it. I totally add those, so it's okay. Thanks, though. And then 2694, addressing column order. Ooh! Somebody put that in. Oh, wow. Thanks, Mikey. Mikey, if you're on the stream, thank you, because I saw that issue come in. So SP Blitz Index reports the schema and table names were reversed. So it says the table schema name dot table name is a temporal table. It's like moss, but different. Is a temporal table with rows versioned in, and then it says table dot schema instead of schema dot table. So screw it around with that one. We'll assign Mikey to this one. Oh, we can't in there. I might be able to do it whenever I get the pull request involved. So let's see here. Let's look at the files that were changed. This should be an easy one. That is indeed an easy one. That's totally simple. Just flipping these two around. Perfect. Love it. So review it. Let's see. Oh, I didn't have that in my copy paste. Thanks for the pull request. Merged into the dev branch. Will be in the December release with welcome to the club, Keith. What nationality? Well, what's the origin of that? If that's your last name, I'm wondering what the origin of that. Oh, it's probably clipped. It's probably longer than that. I was like, 8 is kind of an interesting last name. Will be in the December release with credit to you in the release notes. Copy, approve, submit. and put that in there. Comment, merge, confirm the merge. Milestone, let's go add all these in. This is going to be assigned to Mikey. The label is a bug in SP Blitz Index, and the milestone is the December release. And let's do over here, see if I can assign it to Mikey now. I don't know that I can from over here. Nope, I still can't. Okay, that's a shame. That would be kind of cool. Then this is a bug. This is in SP Blitz Index. This is in the December release. Let's go give a shout out to Mikey Bernowski. Thanks for the pull request. And close with comment. So then let's add this to the release notes. And now we are done. Fix temporal tables had table.schema in the detail names rather Kushikim, welcome to the club, rather than schema.table. Number, what the hell number was that? 2694. Thanks. And then we'll go credit the two folks. We'll credit the person who did, shoot, I just copied instead of pasted. Paste. We'll copy, so Mark Hyens is one of them. So we'll say Mark Hyens. Thanks, Mark Hyens. And we'll get the Mikey's one in as well. And then we are done with pull requests for today, which will be kind of awesome. Mikey, oh, nice looking fella out in, that kind of looks like Israel. Oh, Southampton. Oh, okay. He's a Southie. I think that's what they're called. Hi, welcome to the club, BJ. Oh, Michael. No, thank you. I appreciate the pull request. Thank you. Very cool. And perfect timing in there, too. Copy, and then Mikey, Mikey Bronowski. There we go. Paste that in, paste, and save. And now, if I look back over at the list of issues and pull requests, both of those are fantastic because we are down to less than 10 issues and we are down to no open pull requests, which is always the thing that I'm trying to look out for. I'm trying to get down to, we're trying to stay below 10 active issues and ideally get down to no pull requests. So drop table employees is right on the hour. It gives you a pretty good idea of what it's like to do the open source maintainer kind of thing. It takes some time to go through and read the pull requests, stay on top of them, and make sure that they actively get merged in. And that people are doing the right thing. What you don't see in here is that I have had to like prune the issues and pull requests as they come in to make sure that people don't go putting garbage into the repo or ask for things that they're not willing to code. All the time I get people saying they want me to go contribute some kind of code. And I'm like, hey, look, it's open source. If you want a feature, it's up to you to go contribute some of that. Okay, so we've been going for about an hour. I'm going to look at my, God, I really want to go downstairs and hit my local coffee shop. Pierre says time to go add users and issues and pull requests. Yeah, exactly. Which I always welcome. I mean, it's always nice to get them. I don't know that I'm going to dig deeper in here today. I've got issues that I want to solve. I may go hit those tomorrow because I actually want to get coffee before Erica wakes up. I have a feeling that she's going to be up around probably 8 a.m. today just because the Black Friday sale that we do is so off the hook. I should give a quick shout out too to that. So right now we're running our annual Black Friday sale where you can save up to 86% off of my training classes. Some of the bundles let you save like $2,000-$3,000 on the live training classes where I teach you how to performance tune SQL Server with index tuning, query tuning, column store indexes, parameter sniffing, temp DB, weight stats, all kinds of stuff. So you can go see more about that over there on brentozar.com/Black Friday. But I'll stop here. I'll go down and go get some coffee, and then I'll go set up for the emails that we have coming in all the time on the Black Friday deals. So thanks everybody for hanging out with me today, and I will see you. I'll be on again tomorrow. I'm probably going to be live streaming every day for the first several days because I don't have any client work set up, and I tend to like to do these things first thing in the morning. I won't be doing live Q&A tomorrow. I'll be doing live coding again, most likely, so that I can go through and fix some of the issues that I want to fix out of the pull request. So thanks a lot, and I will see y'all next time. Adios.